Ashley Hall was a 17-year-old girl who met a boy, a 16-year-old boy on Facebook last year. They had chatted for a couple of weeks. They decided to go out Halloween weekend of 2009. She was very excited about it. She told her mom and dad about it. She went out on a date. Tragically, her date was with a 32-year-old registered sex offender named Peter Chapman, who for weeks had pretended to be the 16-year-old boy. She was sexually assaulted. She was wrapped in plastic and duct tape, and she suffocated and died in the trunk of his car. The police stopped the car. They found Ashley Hall, and they arrested Peter Chapman. And then they tried to figure out why. How does this girl become involved with this 32-year-old man? And it went back to Facebook. And then they took a hard look at Facebook. And Peter Chapman's ex-girlfriend, a 29-year-old woman, was reading the paper about her boyfriend and realized, this is why I dumped him, because I knew he was obsessive, but I never knew he was a killer. And then she turned the newspaper page and she saw Ashley Hall's picture. And she said, oh my, Ashley Hall looks just like me. This is the girlfriend, and this is Ashley Hall, right here. You don't need to look like a movie star to be targeted by some psycho online. Anything but her picture on Facebook, she is alive today. Anything but her picture. We need to, just because it says Facebook, your kid's mug doesn't have to be out there. They need to protect it. You don't have to look like a movie star. You don't control that person's obsession. David and Kara. David's 18, Kara's 14. Parents were very concerned about this online relationship turning into a love affair. We want to meet this boy. He's too old for you. They set up a meeting. He lived in Indiana. She lived in Pennsylvania. He came to the meeting. It didn't go well. It didn't go the way he wanted it. He killed Kara's parents at that meeting and attempted to take her cross country to California. Pennsylvania State Police stopped the car, arrested David. Kara grows up without parents. He's 18, she's 14, 54 guns in this guy's house when they did a search warrant at the house. She had no idea for weeks who she was dealing with. She was hoping for the best. Christina Long, 13-year-old girl, Danbury, Connecticut, met a 23-year-old man from Port Chester. They met on a bunch of occasions. The last time they met, she was strangled and killed in a car in the parking lot of the Danbury Mall. Think about it, and this is what I say to kids. If your 13 is your best friend, a 3-year-old, and the kids all agree, no way, man, we have nothing in common with a 3-year-old. You know what? When your daughter or your son is 13, they have nothing in common with a 23-year-old either. Age-inappropriate relationships, as they affect our kids, need to take action. I did this at a school in Katona, and a 7th grade girl was in the back, and I could see this kid was ripped up, and I said, what is it? Right at this point. She says, I'm being stalked by a 37-year-old man, and I realized I lied about my age. She was in the 7th grade. And we tried to tell her what you did was wrong. What's happening to you far outweighs what you did. And we got her help, and hopefully the investigation took off from there. So that girl was protected. Last week, I was down in Alabama and Tennessee doing this presentation. The first thing I did when I got in my rental car, I heard Sweet Home Alabama. So I'm like, do they set this up for everybody visiting Alabama? And the second thing was on CNN. The first story was about this 27-year-old man bragging about this 14-year-old girl on Facebook that he was in love with, that he was going to marry. He's the one wearing handcuffs today. The 14-year-old is being manipulated by an adult. Age-inappropriate relationships. We need to take action.